Hey guys, welcome back to Fantasy Tipped. Julian here for another waiver wire episode, this one for week 5. Before we jump into it guys, drop a like and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We just hit 8,000 subscribers, so thank you so much for everyone who's become part of Fantasy Tipped Nation. I really do appreciate every one of you who subscribe, and if you haven't yet, hit that button. Let's make another goal. Maybe let's go for 9,000 subscribers, hopefully by the end of the year. Now, obviously, I'm not wearing my normal fancy tip shirt today. That's because tonight I'm going to see Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band, my absolute favorite musician of all time. Bruce Springsteen is like my hero, and I am so excited to be going to see him. So I'm just super stoked and wearing this shirt to represent. All right. I won't waste any more time and let's jump right into the schedule for week 5. On Monday, November 4th, there are 2 games. Tuesday, there are 11. Wednesday, 3. Thursday, 12. Friday, 4. Saturday, 12. And Sunday, 3. So the off nights are pretty standard: Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. And actually, they're pretty important this week because the busy nights are relatively busy. You're probably pretty full on those nights, and you're probably pretty empty on those really not busy off nights. So if you can maximize those nights, if you can maximize the amount of games on those nights, you're looking good to win the week. Now let's take a look at the teams that have the best schedules, and those are the Minnesota Wild, Nashville Predators, and New Jersey Devils, who each play 4 games and play on 2 of the off days. Minnesota plays on the Friday, Sunday off days, Nashville plays on the Monday, Wednesday off days, and New Jersey plays on the Monday and Sunday off days. Nashville is a team I'm looking at the most right now just because if you want to prep for the week before the week even begins, you can grab someone for those Monday, Wednesday, and even Thursday games if you have room for Thursday, and that gives you 3 starts early in the week. Some other teams with a pretty good schedule are Anaheim, Chicago, Detroit, Edmonton, and Washington, since they only play 3 games, but 2 of them are off nights, so pretty good schedules as well. Now, the teams with the worst schedule are the teams that only play 2 games. Those teams are Dallas, Florida, the New York Rangers, Seattle, Tampa Bay, and Vegas. Vegas' schedule is the best out of the bunch just because both of those games are on off nights, but still only 2 games is really not ideal. All right, jumping into some forward option, and the first guy on the list is Sam Bennett of the Florida Panthers, and he does have that X next to him on the schedule because Florida was one of the teams I did mention that has a bad schedule this week. However, he has been insane this year, putting up so many points, playing on the second line in Florida, and at the rate that he's going, like, you definitely need to be owning him right now. It's probably the last time I'm going to be able to put him on this list before he's over 70% rostered. Mikael Granlund is the next guy I have on this list, playing on the top line and top power play in San Jose, and he's absolutely been tearing it up, and as long as he's hot like this, definitely can be added in more leagues. Dylan Guenther just received a nice update. He's playing now with Logan Cooley and Clayton Keller on the top line, and he's still top power play like he has been all year. Definitely great deployment for him, and I really do like his outlook this season. Arturi Lehkonen and Casey Mittelstadt are 2 Colorado Avalanche you have to own right now. Casey Mittelstadt is second line center as well as being on the top power play, and he's been insane. And with all the injuries in Colorado, including to Ross Colton now, Arturi Lehkonen coming back on Tuesday is going to be huge. He's probably going to be on the top line and probably immediately going to be put on the top power play since they are definitely missing some strength there, and that's going to give them some pretty huge value. I think Lehkonen is a slam dunk pickup right now. If you're picking him up before the week starts, throw him on an IR spot, and then you can activate him on Tuesday when he plays. Then Dylan Strome and Tom Wilson of the Washington Capitals. Tom Wilson gives you a safe floor with his hits and shots, and Dylan Strome is top line, top power play, but Wilson is second line, and he's been doing pretty decently offensively as well. Both really good pickups. And don't forget, they play 2 off nights this week. Then we have J.J. Peterka, who's playing on the top line and top power play in Buffalo, and finally getting that left wing eligibility in fantasy, giving him even more value. He's been great this year so far and definitely should be looked at in more leagues. Stefan Nason of the New Jersey Devils has been really good as of late and is playing on the top power play and the third line over there. And with New Jersey having a favorable schedule, he's a no-brainer ad as a streamer for this week. Josh Norris, second line, top power play in Ottawa. That line's pretty good with Batherson and Giroux, and he's been really good this year, so definitely not a bad ad there either. Kiefer Sherwood remains a third liner on Vancouver, but this dude is hitting so much and still scoring a point every couple games or so. He is a great ad, but only in leagues that count hits. Gabriel Velarde starting to heat up a little bit, and with that deployment, that's a really good ad right there. Only owned in 1/4 of leagues. He needs to be added in more leagues. Top line, top power play guy. Yeah, I like me that a lot. Rickard Rakell in Pittsburgh is top line and top power play and has been really good all year. I've held him in quite a few leagues the whole season, and he's been really, really good. And with the deployment he's getting and the production he's giving out, he's a no-brainer ad right now. Fabian Zetterlund being as hot as he is, second line, top power play in San Jose, another no-brainer ad until he cools off. Connor McMichael, only 14% rostered, playing on the second line in Washington. He's been red hot this year as well, and has a couple of off nights this week. Marco Rossi's great for the off nights this week, playing on the top line with Kaprizov and Zuccarello, so definitely not a bad ad there for those off nights. Pavel Dorofeev of the Vegas Golden Knights plays Wednesday and Friday only this week, so 2 nights is not really ideal, but he has been pretty hot playing on the second line in Vegas. Not sure if he's going to be able to sustain that, but for now, you might as well ride him while he's hot. Max Pacioretty, the Toronto Maple Leafs, is playing on a line with Nylander and Tavares and was recently put on the top power play. That's some really great deployment for him, and as long as he keeps that deployment, he's got some value. Tommy Novak, and by extension, Gustav Nyquist. They both play on the second line in Nashville, second power play as well, but with Nashville having a really great schedule to start the week, Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday games, they're both good ads here. And finally, Andre Palat is someone who's getting second line deployment with Jack Hughes. And yeah, I know Palat sucks. He's not that great, but he can still put up points. If you're in a super deep league and you want someone for those off nights, someone with a good schedule, New Jersey plays 4 games and 2 off nights. It's a pretty good ad for this week. As far as defensemen go, Shane Gostisbehere is top power play in Carolina and has been excelling. Brent Clark, I could have sworn I had him on this list last week, but I checked and he wasn't there. He's someone I'm super high on this year with Doughty being out, and he's really starting to break out now. He is my must-add player of this video right now. Colton Parayko, 39% rostered, gives you a really safe floor and gets a point about every 3 games or so. Definitely not a super exciting ad, but a super safe ad. Jake Middleton has been getting some really nice peripherals and has been putting up points as of late. That's not going to last, but the peripherals might be okay the whole year. Caden Gooley is someone exactly the same as those previous 2 guys. The peripherals are going to be really great with those block shots all year long, in my opinion. He is a blocks king and is coming back tonight, Thursday night, when I'm recording this. Jeremy Lauzon for Nashville does have a favorable schedule this week, and if you have hits in your league, the dude has been still hitting a lot this year. Brad Kugutis is the same kind of thing. Lots of hits, lots of blocks, pretty safe floor for him as well. Jake Wallman, 21% rostered, is someone who has been really hot as of late. 2 straight games with 3 points, and he's top power play. Might as well stream him and grab him. Riker Evans has been really great since Vince Dunn got injured. He's getting power play time, and he's been putting up some decent peripherals as well and points. Mario Ferraro, has he finally gone back to the Mario Ferraro of old, back when he didn't have a picture on Yahoo? Maybe. His peripherals have been pretty good as of late, and if you're in a super deep league, it's worth a stream. For goalies, Connor Ingram is the starting goalie in Utah. Hasn't been too bad lately. Decord has taken over fully in Seattle. Needs to be added in way more leagues. Kevin Lankinen is the #1 guy in Vancouver. They tried giving a game to Seelovs, and he sucked once again, so Lankinen is really going to get the bulk of the starts there. Lucas Dostal has been amazing, and even when Gibson gets back, I'm expecting Dostal to continue to get plenty of starts. Thompson and Lindgren are splitting starts in Washington, 1 at a time, so Thompson will get 1, Lindgren will get 1, then Thompson will get the next one. Wolf and Vladar, exact same situation, splitting starts in Calgary. In Detroit, it's the same thing as well. Talbot and Lyon, until one of them starts playing much better than the other, then they might run away with the job. Justus Anunin has been the best goalie in Colorado. Yuriev has been bad. They even tried playing Kokkonen. Anunin has been the best of the 3 so far, so he's definitely the guy you want to be owning in Colorado. Peter Mrazek is the starting goalie in Chicago. Not sure for how much longer, since Bros was back in a week or 2 max. Once he's back, he might be splitting starts with Mrazek, but for now, enjoy Mrazek starting almost every game. Urson is the full starter in Philadelphia. Fedotov has been terrible. Elvis Merzlikins has taken back over the starter in Columbus, which sucks as a Tarasov owner, but add Merzlikins for now. Ride him while he's hot, because the dude just came off a shutout, 2 wins consecutively. He's doing really, really well right now. Blomqvist and Nedeljkovic, 8% and 6% rostered respectively, are the tandem in Pittsburgh right now until they decide to call Jari back up. Neither of them is winning a lot of games, since Pittsburgh has been really bad this year, but if you need a starting goalie in a points-based league, they are options. And that's it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed the content, drop a like and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Thank you so much for helping me get to 8,000 subscribers, guys. I really do appreciate it. And I'll catch you in the next episode of Fantasy Tipped.